Hey guys, welcome back to class. We got a great green chevron level class plan for you today. Let's get started. Today, we're gonna be doing some warm-ups. We're gonna be doing a little bit of interval training. We're gonna start off, guys, with just doing some straight up bow back fists. So I'm just gonna give you some different angles, okay? In between each set, we're gonna do 10 strikes of each, of something on each side. So right dominant, left dominant. Then we're gonna get down and do some push-ups, crunchies, whatever it may be, okay? So starting off, let's bow in. Attention. Bow. Getting into class, guys. Let's get going. Ready? We're going to be bouncing, and on my count, we're just going to be kind of moving around, going in with that bow back fist. So I'm going to step in as I advance, and just like I'm going to give someone a back fist on the back of the nose or the bridge of the nose, I'm going to do the same thing with my bow. Okay? Bouncing around, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, set our bows down. We do 10 push-ups. Together with me, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, standing back up. Good, shake it out. Next one we're gonna work on, guys, is gonna be sweeps, okay? So we're gonna do 10 sweeps, and we're gonna follow that up with some knee drives. So we're gonna get in that fighting stance. Just gonna go across, sweep, making sure I open up those hips, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure, 5. You've got some nice bow speed coming across. I like to try and see if I can hear mine, just as kind of like a gauge of, is it moving fast enough? Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Let's switch sides. Left dominant. Making sure, guys, we keep those hips opening up on this strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, next one's gonna be knee drives. I'm just gonna go in an overhand grip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drive that bow. 9, 10. Good. Shake it out. Next one, guys, we're going to do, it's going to be a downward thrust. We want to make sure on our downward thrust, guys, that we're doing a really nice job bringing the bow up, chambering it. And when I down thrust, I'm going to twist my hips, okay? Together with me. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch. Let's go left dominant. And 1, 2, 3. Make sure, guys, that we're really twisting those hips when the bow is thrusting down. Let's do a few more. 1, 2, and 3. Next one's going to be a squat. So I'm just going to squat down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. One left to go, guys. Should be getting warmed up by now. Have a light sweat going. We're going to do side blocks, okay? Together with me. So I'm going to do a double side block, okay? So it's going to be open side, dead side. Okay, so it's coming straight out. It's okay if it goes to a slight angle on each side, because realistically, if I was blocking something coming from the side, it would make sense if it had that slight angle to it. Okay, I don't want to bring the bow across like this though. Okay, it's got to be a nice, clean pushing motion. Together with me, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch. Again, we're left dominant. I'm going to my open side and then my dead side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's finish out with some front snap kicks, okay? So, left fighting stance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get those toes up. 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. We should be warmed up, guys. Let's grab a quick drink and then get started. Okay, guys, for our next section, we're going to be refining our double figure 8 overhead front strike and our double double. Okay, so we're going to start with a 360 double figure 8. Okay, so again, this is what it looks like. I'm here, spinning, strike, the other way. Okay, I really like this strike. It's got a lot of power to it. Once you get the mechanics down, it's really quite simple to execute, okay? So the way I like to start this one, guys, I'm going to give you various different angles on this one. So I'm going to start facing away, so you're training with me, okay? I'm going to start by dropping the tip of the bow on my right-hand side, okay? The tip is down. All I'm going to do is push it with my hand. So my hand is away and pushing. I push, bring it around, capture, okay? So all it's doing is just coming around, and I capture. Then I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to turn 180 degrees. I'm going to do the exact same spin again. I'm going to bring it on my right side. I'm going to push it, bring it around, capture. I'm going to look as I slightly adjust my feet over my left shoulder, and then I'm going to step into my overhead front strike. I'm going to make sure that when I do that strike, my hand is sliding back, my wrist is snapping, and I'm doing a nice job of incorporating power into the strike. Okay, so let's go through it from another angle. Okay, so I'm going to be facing, going sideways this time, side view. Okay, I'm going to bring the bow onto my right-hand side, tip down. I'm going to push, bring it around, and capture. Okay, so if you're struggling with that part, is what I recommend is just doing some hand switching. Okay, so I just take the bow and just spin it, bring it around and catch. So it starts tip down. When I catch it, the tip's pointed right at the camera, okay? Just watch the tip of the bow. Okay, it starts on the bottom. I push and spin, bring it around, and catch. So it's making a figure 8, okay? So when we call it a double figure 8, I'm doing it this way once, I'm doing it this way once, and then I come in for my strike, okay? So that's where the double figure 8 comes from, okay? So, bring the bow up, push, grab, come around, push, grab, strike. Good. Now again, when I land in that strike, guys, I want to make sure that I'm in a nice forward stance with the bow snapping, okay? Let's do it on that side one more time, okay? As you're getting more comfortable with this one, guys, feel free to start pushing that bow a little bit more quickly. So I like to learn this one in stages, so I go in between. I start off when I'm first teaching or first learning it, I would take the bow and I would just spin it and grab. Spin it and grab. The faster I push it, the quicker I am going to have to be when I make that hand transition, when I bring it across my body, okay? So eventually you can just start coming across and spinning, okay? Once that feels, careful if you don't hit the tails on your belt, okay? As you get more comfortable with it, you won't even have to think about it. It's just going to be a real easy hand switch, okay? So again, I'm going to be here, dropping the tip. I'm going to be pushing with my hand that's facing, my hand's going to be facing away from my body, the top hand. So the hand closest to my shoulder, spin and catch. Now I'm going to take my left foot, stepping back, okay? So now I'm facing the opposite way. So I turned 180 degrees. I bring that bow down, I push and grab. I'm going to look over my left shoulder. I'm going to make just a real slight adjustment with my left foot, okay? If you do it quickly enough, it's not even noticeable. Step, strike, okay? The emphasis, everyone's eyes are going to be on the bow and the finishing strike. That small transition is required so that you can kind of stay on a straight line. So you can also find like a straight line and see if you can follow along with it, okay? So let's go on this side just a little bit quicker. Coming around. And it's what I like to do with this one, guys, is I actually do lines with it. It's a really good warm-up, okay? And then you can go back with the left side. The left side's a little bit harder, okay? Spin and catch. Spin and catch, strike. I still have to think about left side times, guys, which means I'm not getting as much reps as I probably should be. Okay, so we're going to go this way now, okay? So I'm going to give you guys the right hand dominant view every time. The left hand is going to be the very same, only it's going to be reverse, okay? So in that right dominant again, I'm going to bring my bow down on the tip side of my right side, okay? I'm going to spin and catch. From there, I'm going to take my left foot, come around, bring the bow up, spin and catch. I'm going to make that slight adjustment, chambering the bow, overhead front strike. So I do want to make sure that I'm still chambering that bow into my overhead front strike. Okay, let's do a couple facing the camera now, okay? So, I'm going to be down, push, grab, okay? That left foot comes around my backside. I bring it up, spin and catch, stepping, coming right at you guys, strike, okay? So it kind of, when you're doing the double 360, with overhead front strike, you got to remember that you're always traveling in the same direction. You're not going kind of back and forth or not moving statically. So if you do remain static, it means that you've made a misstep somewhere along the way. Okay, so I'm going to be coming at you guys one more time. Okay, so I have that bow down. I'm going to spin it and catch. I'm going to take my left foot. I'm going to bring it all the way around to my backside. Okay, again, now I'm in like a walking stance. I'm going to spin it and catch. Turn and look. Overhead front strike, landing with a lot of power and authority, okay? So hopefully you guys enjoyed that section. Next one we're going to be working on is going to be our double-double, okay? So the double-double looks like this. I'm going to be here, bringing it around, come around, one butterfly facing away, coming around, grab, bring the bow up, butterfly as I do a crossover, bring it around, up. I stop the bow when it's perfectly horizontal, or perfectly vertical, sorry. Spin it back the other way. 1, 2, hop. Okay. If you'll notice, I really get down deep into that chop. Okay. So I want to make sure that that's highly emphasized. So on bow kata 2, and then when we get down to it later, bow kata 7, there's a key up on both of those. Hop. Okay. So let's break this one down. We're going to do from a couple different angles. So starting off, we're going to just kind of start in this. It's a very natural stance to lead into for the double-double, sorry. So it's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring the bow back, and it's very similar to the double 360. only I'm going to be pushing the bow, bringing it around, and I'm going to get into a horse riding stance as I do one butterfly facing the back wall. Once it's in my left hand tip down, I'm going to take my right foot, step across as it's down. From there, I'm going to go thumb to thumb, okay? So when I'm thumb to thumb, it looks like that, okay? Thumb to thumb, I'm going to remove my left hand, bring the bow up. I'm going to do a crossover as I grab the bow and do another butterfly. Comes around, up. So my thumb is down. Keep rotating, stop when my palm is up so that the tip is facing down. I'm going to spin it back. 1, 2, hop. Now, when I go through this one, and I'm finishing off, okay? When I go through, I'm up here, I'm thumb to thumb right now, okay? All I'm going to do is just bring my hand straight up so that the tip is down and my thumb is down. And I'm going to bring it back around so that the tip is down, okay? So the tip is down here. I keep bringing it around. It makes a full rotation, and I stop it, okay? Perfectly vertical. I don't want to stop it when it's halfway. I want to get it when it's perfectly vertical. That's going to add to that visual element. And is what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it with my left hand back the other way. So is what you're getting is you get this, it looks really cool. You're going to bring it up, bring it around, stop it. And then you spin it back, hop. And then the faster that we can do these quick hand transitions, the more impressive it's going to look. So the quicker you can do those, the more visually impressive it'll be. So I'm coming around, bring the bow up, stop it, 1, 2, hop. Okay, so when I'm here and I'm spinning, I like to do the toss when my palm is down, strike, okay? So it's much easier to do it when your palm is down, and you can actually spin it or do the hand switch quite a bit quicker, okay? So this is the part I find that most people struggle with. Bring it up, stop, my palm is up, and all I have it in right now is in between my thumb and my forefinger. It's going to come back, 1, 2, and then I go into my strike. Make sure, guys, that that's a chop going down, that bow is fully extended out, okay? So we're going to do it one more time, okay? From my strike, bring it up, spin, coming around, one butterfly. It's in my left hand, tip down. Take my right foot, turn around to my backside, bring it up, coming around, spinning, bringing it around, back again, stop, perfectly vertical. 1, 2, hop. Good. Okay, let's do it from a different angle. Okay, so we're starting over here. I'm going to bring it up and around on my right side. It's the very same, only you guys are going to get a little bit different view. I'm spinning in that butterfly, coming around. I'm now thumb to thumb again. I bring it up. I do a crossover, bring it up around again, thumb to thumb, bring it back around, stop the bow, 1, 2, hop. So it's good to practice this one in a variety of different ways, left-handed, right-handed, but just keeping in mind some of those finer points like keeping the bow nice and vertical before you do that hand push the other way. Hope you guys enjoy those tutorials. Okay guys, now it's time to work on some combat blocking and striking. So we're going to be doing a nice focus today on our side block and angles of attack. We're going to be incorporating them in together, okay? So we're going to be starting off with just doing a basic block to the side. So we have our side block. We can do it to the open side, which would be the open side of my body, the way the chest is facing, or we can go to the dead side, which would be my back side, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to be incorporating a block followed up with a strike, okay? So we're going to be doing it from various different striking angles, all from a side block, okay? So there's lots of different variations we can do on this one. We want to try and just kind of play around with it a little bit. These are some ones that we can start with. Feel free to build on your own anytime if you're developing your own workouts. So the first one that we're going to do is we're just going to work on a side block with an angle 2 strike, okay? So I'm just going to be moving around, doing a side block with an angle 2 strike, okay? So following along with me. We want to make sure, guys, when we're doing this one, that we have a really fast side block and we're coming around with a lot of power, okay? Keep going, guys. Stay with me. Make sure, guys, that that side block, it's got to be pushing out and then coming around into that angle too. We don't want to bring it around coming like so, okay? Really developing that one-step sparring muscle memory, okay? So this, of course, would be a one-step. One strike, one block, one counter. Okay, let's switch sides. We're gonna go left dominant. I'm still gonna be blocking to the open side, but now it's gonna turn into an angle one strike, okay? Angle one, angle two. Ready. Together with me, guys, and go. Make sure, guys, that there's lots of force in those strikes, and really focus on having nice, clean striking angles. Push yourself. And block. And block. Let's do 4 more, guys. Okay, ready, and 1. On my count. 2. 3. 4. And let's do 1 more for good measure, guys. 5. Good. Okay, switching it up, guys. The next one we're going to go to is going to be a side block to the dead side. Okay, followed with an angle one strike. Okay, so it's going to look like this. We're going to go dead side, and we're just going to come straight down on angle 1 or angle 2, depending on which grip I'm in. We're going to start in right dominant. I'm just going to start by moving around, then we're going to count some off. Okay, so just kind of warming up those side blocks. Make sure, guys, it's pushing, striking. Use your hips on that strike. And go. Of course, guys, we could go angle 1, 2. You know, you could come angle 1, followed up with like a heel thrust. There's so many different variations. This is just one of many. Okay, let's do 10 more on this side. Moving around, and 1, 2, 3. Make sure that bow is pushing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, let's switch sides, okay? So now I'm going to be left dominant. I'm going to be pushing to my left side, following with an angle 1 strike, okay? Sorry, angle 2. Ready. And moving around, go. Stay with me, guys. Get off the couch. Pick up your bow, pick up your broomstick, whatever. Let's do 10 more. Together with me, counting it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake it out. A couple more to go here, guys. Next one we're going to work on is going to be a double side block followed by an angle 7 strike. Okay, so the double side block, we're going to start by blocking to the open side. We're going to go 1, 2, and then we're just going to move into an uppercut. Okay, so we want that to try and be as fluid as possible. Okay, together with me, guys, moving about, and go. Okay, let's count them out now, guys. On my command, so we want to get ready to go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure, guys, when we're doing these, that we're pushing, uppercut, okay? We're not blocking, bringing it around, uppercut, okay? You want that distinct pushing motion. You're blocking a blunt force attack. Let's do a couple more. 1, and 2. Switch, left dominant. Together with me, guys, bouncing around. So push, uppercut, okay? So we're not pushing, bringing it around, and then doing our uppercut. It's push, uppercut, okay? Use your hips on that uppercut, okay? It's really going to increase the power level, okay? That would be like a groin shot. Count them out with me, guys. Let's do a whole bunch. And 1, 2. Oh, we got to get full extension on those side blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming right at you. 9. And 10. Let's do a bonus 5, guys. Bonus 5, okay? Make sure that you stop that uppercut on a dime. Bonus 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, shake it out. Good work, guys. We got 1 left to do, okay? 1 circuit left. And our circuit, our drill is going to be a double side block followed with an angle 3 or angle 4 strike, depending on which way we're going. So starting off, one of the reasons, guys, I like going open side first is quite often is if you were in a sparring situation, a lot of people will favor the open side, okay? That's the side that they would go to. So typically, when I'm starting out training or starting out doing this block, I usually like to start with the side, the open side. That's not to say you couldn't go to the dead side, okay, to start. But to start, we're going to go open side, dead side, and then we're going to slide in for an angle 3 strike or an angle 4. Now, of course, you could go open, dead, angle 3, angle 4, and do your own double counter, okay? So we're just going to start with angle 3 or angle 4, though, okay? We're going to do like 15 per side, just so we can get extra training reps in, guys. Extra training reps. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? Okay. And together with me, and 1. Slide into that strike. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, moving around, 14, and 15. Bonus 5. Bonus 5. I've got the energy, guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Ready. 5 more. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch. Okay, we're in left dominant now, guys. It's going to be open side, dead side, slide in. It's going to be an angle 4 strike. Okay, ready with me. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, 15, 16. 4 more to go, guys. Stay with me. And 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good work, guys. Should have a pretty good sweat after that workout. Hope you guys enjoyed that section. Okay, guys, time for our cool down. So we're just going to be just doing some gentle arm circles. Always good to, many of us have probably heard me talk about it before, but it's always like a nice way to just kind of ease out of your workout. I always use it as kind of like it's almost meditative for me, and some of us have maybe heard me talk about it before, but I talk about kata or pumse, and when I'm doing my kata or my pumse, I almost find it that it's meditative for me. The stretch is really like, it kind of relaxes me into the next phase of whatever it is I'm doing. So, you know, usually I do my workouts in the mornings, so after my stretch, you know, it kind of gets me ready for the day after I've done that. So it's a good way to stay limber, keep the muscles feeling nice and stretched out and loose for the whole day. Another one I like to do is taking my hand and just kind of making my palms go out and just kind of working my wrists a little bit, going back and forth. My left wrist sometimes gives me a little bit of trouble. So if you guys ever see me go on my wrist, it's probably because it temporarily locked up on me. It's one of the joys of becoming an old guy. Okay, the last one we're going to do, guys, for our stretch out is, it's almost kind of like a little challenge, but not much. We're going to put our knee up. We're just going to go around in circles. Okay, so this one's a good balance drill. See how many times you can go. If you can get to 10 without putting your foot down, that's great. Okay, going around and then back the other way. So like I said, it's a good balance drill. It's also really good for your hips. If you're doing any kicking or anything like that, it really helps with hip flexibility and hip strength in general, okay? So I always like to keep my fists up like this, is what that does is it kind of gives me balance when I do it. So just making nice big circles with your knee, really, okay? Then we're going to go back the other way. Nice and easy. Nice big circles. Good work, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that workout today. Let's bow out. Attention. Bow. Keep training hard, guys.